Hi everyone. I am recording from Santa Cruz, California, and I figured it'd be a good opportunity to do a live update. So, we're going to see where we're going to be pulled today. This is going to be an evergreen reading, so wherever you are in time, if you have an inkling to watch this probably has a message in it for you. So, let's see, where are we being pulled to? I want to use the Butterfly Oracle cards for life changes. It's from Doreen Virtue. Don't be afraid of the cards that come out or how they lay. It's how the story marries as a whole. Let's see. Bottom of the deck, finances. Let's see what else wants to come out. If you want to book your own personal reading, check the description for all the information. Healthcare change. And if you want to reach out on social media, you can find me under the same name. Reach out in a personal message. Say hello, let me know where you are in the world. And if you want details on the readings, feel free to reach out. Ooh. Welcome the new. There's one more in here. Nope. Thank you. Let's see what comes out. Okay. Dietary change. This is all about ascension. I don't know if you've noticed amongst the collective, and maybe you have, but there's been a huge shift. A lot of painful closings, which is understandable. Just breathe, trust the process. It's going to work out. Finances are changing. I wouldn't recommend doing any sort of frivolous spending. Don't hoard your money, but use it wisely. Spend it wisely. Don't go for instant gratification on something. We have treated ourselves for long enough. It is time to start being a little bit more responsible with it. Healthcare. The fact that it is stressing you out is a red flag. So where you can pull back those energies, do so. Make sure that you are getting all those bills paid on time, and make sure you are, well, I guess what I'm trying to say is set up, that's the word I'm looking for, a budget and stay within it. I mean, what's the point in having a budget if we're not going to follow it anyways? What you're saving now is going to pay off for later. Save it for a rainy day. You don't know if and when you'll need those funds, and I'm getting that you'll probably need a little extra money in the incoming future, not out of necessity, but for a future splurge, future treat for yourself. If you don't save that now, then you won't be able to, and that's going to cause you anxiety. Try and eat less processed foods. Try and get higher vibrational foods, and be kind to your system. Right? We're getting back to the bare basics as people, and you watching this. Take care of your diet. Listen to what it's telling you. Are you craving any certain amount of food? Is this a dietary issue that you are leading with addiction? You know, sometimes when we are eating too much of one thing, our body actually starts to crave it. You know, whether it's carrots or, you know, meat or dairy, any of those things. So if you can, be mindful of what you're eating and how often you're eating it, because your body is basically responding to it. You are constantly in a sense of, or a state of renewal. So this is saying, your body is craving that balance, that nutrients. And if it is out of whack right now, try and pull it in. You are going to be dealing with that withdrawal thing, but it's not going to be so detrimental. I hope that made sense. I want to see where else this collective reading is going. Let's see. All right. I haven't developed a relationship with this deck yet, but I'm going to use it because I'm being pulled to. And if need be, which is probably the case, I'm going to refer to the book. So let's see what wants to come out. Ooh. Thank you to everyone who has been liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you to everyone who has been booking a reading with me and all the donations that are being made. And thank you to everyone who's been giving feedbacks on the monthlies, the love readings, everything. It all means so much, And thank you for just showing up for it. Oh, let's see. What card wants to come out? Ooh. All right, we have 31. This looks like a hawk. So we're going to see what this message says. I opened right up to it. It's a red-tailed hawk, which I've been seeing a lot of recently. So this is saying, large hawk, mostly brown with a distinctive rusty red tail, breeds throughout North America, usually seen on the side of highways up in big trees, such as mammals, eats animals such as rabbits, rodents, and squirrels, meaning a reminder to sharpen up. Guts. In North America, it seems as though there is a red-tailed hawk everywhere you look for them. Isn't that the truth? On any road trip along the highway, you'll see them perched in the trees. They appear as though they are just resting, but truthfully, they're always hunting. Always on the prowl for some sort of prey. Never letting their guard down, never wanting to miss a chance. These keen observers notice everything. The red-tailed hawk is here to remind you of something that you may be missing. To sharpen your skills, your intuition, your guard. And ask, what are you missing? What part of you have you left exposed that needs some protection, some care? Where can you sharpen up in your life? So it's not looking for weak spots, but seeing where you are being vulnerable, where people might take advantage of that. It's not knowing enemies. We're not talking about enemies here, but we're talking about you building up your strength and your confidence and sense of security in yourself. You are loved. So, see where you are vulnerable. Don't take it as a weakness. It's not about a weakness at all at this point. Trust the process that what is filtering out of your life is toxic and anchoring for you regardless, and that would fall away eventually. But in that falling away and acknowledging where your vulnerabilities are and what you perceive to be maybe a little bit of a weakness, again, vulnerability is not weakness. I actually consider it to be a strength, but in you acknowledging this and navigating through it, you will actually get a stronger sense of security and strength. So, let's see. I want Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. What does this want to tell us? Let's see. Might pop on for a love reading. So wherever you are in time, try and see which one is correlating with this. Or this might actually turn into a love reading. We'll see. Oh, the High Lady of Love and Compassion. So this is about reverence, kindness, and consideration. I feel like you're incredibly guarded. And it's not something that is easy to navigate around. It's something where we start to create problems where there were none. Angelic help. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities. Ego might be getting in the way right now, and it might be a false ego based on fight or flight syndrome. So breathe. It's going to be okay. Paying attention. Again, this is going back to the red-tailed hawk. Try and look for the meaning in this. Try and look to where maybe you are creating a storyline that's not there. We do it all the time. I'm just as guilty of it. It's not something to be shameful of, but see where your shortcoming is on that one and try to pull back on it. It's okay. These are learning processes. All right. Ringmaster of Scrutiny. And the bottom of the deck is Inner Conflict. You've got to say goodbye to the old so you can welcome the new. And again, it's not fun. It's not easy. It's not any of those things. The inner conflict is getting stuck in homeostasis. Where have we been so comfortable? Where have we been complacent? And how can we actually start to pull away from that? Complacency, homeostasis, safety nets. These are all things that we work with. And It's comfortable, but nothing grows there. And you are a constant process of personal evolution. You, no matter if you like it or not, are being pushed out of your comfort zone. It's perfectly okay. You're going to survive. It's just scary. The unknown we perceive as darkness. And it's not the darkness that we are afraid of. It's what's potentially in the darkness. And that is deeply ingrained into our human experience. This is just, it's been from day one, since there was light. You know, we learned how to survive in our environment. You are still learning how to survive in that environment, but you got to break away from that environment so you can progress. There is no real actual danger here, but the unknown we again still see as danger. So what does the magical mermaids and dolphins want to tell us? We're going to get out of homeostasis. I didn't even shuffle yet. This flew out of the deck. Empowerment. You are more powerful than you realize. It is safe for you to be powerful. No one's going to take away your voice again. I know that a lot of you, myself included, have that that either it's a fear of abandonment or a fear of disempowerment. And again, you are stronger than you realize. You are more present than you realize. It's just you have to let go of the ghost. You have to let down the fight or flight. It's not easy. And I keep saying that, but you have been in fight or flight for long enough. It's time for you to allow yourself to rest. You learning how to rest and flexing that spiritual muscle, it does not mean that you are going to be prone to an attack again. You are just, again, getting rest because it is constant for momentum, and you can't keep constantly being on guard. So I hope that that made sense. What else does this deck want to tell us? Ooh. Worthiness. How awesome is that? Know that you deserve to receive good in all ways. What I love about that is what your wants, needs, and desires are not perfectly matched up with anyone else's. It's very individual into your experience. There is no other person in the world like you. There's no other person who could be a better you than you. You couldn't be better than them anyways. You'd be a B-ray version of them. Self-forgiveness, let go of old guilt, and remember that you are God's perfect child. That's actually what this says. Right? I don't care what your personal beliefs are. It's all a matter of morals and ethics, and really these are deeply ingrained into you. Something that is toxic and that is not really serving you, you're going to be filtering away from. Make a decision. You are at a crossroads, and whether or not you make a left or a right, you have to choose either one, or else you're going to get run over. A decision will be made for you, but don't lose your power. This is all about you owning your power and confidence in that decision making. You are not going to make a wrong turn at this. This, I get that it's scary, but what you are stepping away from is something that you have outgrown. And you are stepping into something, while unknown, is so much better for you. This is going to turn out better than you expected, or had hoped for, or had dared dream to allow yourself to hope for. Set your sights higher. This is about worthiness. You have this probably crazy inferiority complex, and it's unfair to you. This, I don't know what this is. Yes. Whatever your inquiry on the expansion is, probably a yes. But again, it's you making... Seriously? Okay, you wanna, I'm not looking at any more of these cards because I'll pull half the deck, but I'm getting guided to pull these cards. There's no set amount. You have to understand that you are worthy, deserving. Anything that you have done in life or anything that has been bestowed upon you in life, it doesn't take away from your deservingness. There is nothing on this planet or in life, in consciousness, that isn't forgivable. I don't care what it is. You can argue it day and night. If it's part of consciousness, then it is forgivable and you can grow from it. And I don't know how in every scenario we can create any scenario under the sun that has been either your doing or someone else's. But trust me, it's forgivable, and it's going to be a step-by-step process, but you have to understand that you are worth the effort in it. So friendship. starting to find people who are along the same wavelength as you, same vibrational level, and breaking away from those who are not of the same vibrational wavelength. And it doesn't mean that you are better or worse than them. It's not like that. You're finding your tribe. And you want to know what? God knows how long this will last, but you have to savor the moments, not hang in them, but savor the moments. They're going to build you up. If friends do not build you up, if they try and hold you back, hold you in space, then you know that it is not a friendship or a connection that you need to spend any more time on. Sometimes when these threads run out, it simply goes into another piece of your picture, in which we are this big mosaic quilt. God knows what the image is because we are in it. But pay attention to the threads and their length and appreciate the picture as it is developing. I hope that that made sense. So, trust the process. It's going to be better than you expected. And I want to pull a love card, but I'm going to pop back on for an actual love reading. So check the time and date. What does this say? Commitments. Huge commitments are coming into play. Now I want to see what else this could possibly bring out. A lot of soulmate twin flame partnerships are coming into play right now. And if you're watching this, you're probably enduring another wavelength of that, which is fun, isn't it? It's not bad.